Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Psychedelic drugs are developing a new reputation in this country and around the world. Now, the drugs are considered to be helpful to someone's mental health now, and even their personal growth. My next guest explains how. And joining us on The Factor Uncensored tonight, we have with us personal development expert Peggy Von de Plush. Glad to have you here on The Factor Uncensored. Now, when we talk about psychedelics, many people are like, oh, that's a drug. It may be illegal. I don't want to go near it. First of all, let's establish what a psychedelic is and then how it could be beneficial to you.
Yeah, so psychedelics is a psychoactive substance. So meaning that it can influence a change in your mood, in your thoughts, in the way you perceive the world. And the benefit that we can get from psychedelics is that it rewires your brain. It creates new neural pathway. And you've heard, I'm sure, about neuroplasticity. And that's what we harness when we play with psychedelics.
And when we talk about psychedelics, give us some forms that we may know by its common name, or are there just pills to take?
Yeah, so that can be natural psychedelics like magic mushrooms, which you might have heard as psilocybin, a bit more scientific name. That can be MDMA, which you might have heard as ecstasy. That can be LSD, maybe you heard that as acid. So you have plenty of different type of psychedelics, some natural, some not natural.
And of course, when it comes to the legality, when we talk about psychedelics, people are thinking, well, I can get into trouble. So what are your thoughts on that when it comes to the psychedelic being legal and you're able to consume it without getting a criminal charge?
And that's a tough question because it depends where you are. You have some states in the US like Colorado and Oregon where it's legal, so you would not have any problem. You have some states where you can use them with oversight, and you have some states that are still changing their regulations. Same thing, some countries, it's totally legal in the Netherlands, it's absolutely not in France. So depends where you are.
So a good idea is to check with local law enforcement before you get involved with it to make sure that you won't get into trouble if you do use it, or you may be stopped by police. It may be in your car. But let's talk about the health benefits now. Many people will have to get past the stigma of is it a drug, is it something illegal, but how can it benefit you holistically, completely as an individual?
Yeah, and the first thing is that it was legal. It was legal before Nixon. It was prescribed as a medicine in the 60s. So it was legal, it became illegal, and now we have a lot of new clinical studies that are indicating that it might become legal again. So I want people to keep that in mind. We're not talking heroin or cocaine here. And the benefit for you, it's really, as I said, this ability to change your brain, but also to calm your nervous system. So instead of just managing your stress, you're really mastering it. You're rewiring your body and your brain in order to manage depression, anxiety, stress, PTSD in a way better way. And the studies have started with veterans. And that's why you're seeing so much progress now, because our veterans, our first responders definitely need more help. And psychedelics have been an area with a lot of hope in terms of helping veterans and first responders with their mental health challenges.
And Peggy, there's a thin line between relaxing yourself, calming yourself, and being damn high. So how do you make sure you don't cross that line where you're high and you can't function?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a question of quantity. It's as simple as that. It's like having a very small glass of wine and having 2 bottles of wine. And if you have, what I recommend with psychedelics, it's microdosing. So you're going to take 100 milligrams of mushrooms every 2 or 3 days. You're going to start getting high if you take 1 to 3 grams. And people who go on trips, recreational trips, it's usually 3 to 5 grams. So it's all in the dosage and the quality of the products you use, obviously.
And have we seen a trend, not just in the US, but around the world, where people are more accepting of psychedelics? Once again, obviously, remember the 60s and the 70s, and it was very popular then, kind of went underground. Now, are we seeing a trend where more people are accepting of it and willing to use it as something that could help them mentally and health-wise?
Exactly. And you're absolutely right. It's not about recreation anymore. It's about health and healing. And you see, I'm in Canada. You see that in Canada, you see that in the UK, you see that in Australia. Australia is way ahead of the curve. So you're seeing that in many countries around the world.
And Peggy, for those who want to know more about psychedelics and you as well, where can they go for more information?
So they can find me on my website, themicrodosediet.com. I wrote a book, you can see it behind me, so they can find tons of information because I think it's a fabulous medicine, but like any medicine, you want to be mindful and use it strategically.
All right, Peggy, thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight. We appreciate your time.